Do you want financial freedom, but still feel stuck in the 8-hour daily grind? You know you have greater potential, but you're confused by dozens of business models that sound promising? This video will completely change the way you view entrepreneurship. No fluff, no illusions, just the right strategy, the right model, and a clear path that helps beginners with zero capital build an income of $5,000 to $10,000 per month. This is not theory. It's a real-world roadmap for taking action and winning big in the digital era. Leave behind outdated beliefs and traditional thinking, because right now, you're about to embark on a journey to discover a lean, fast-profit business model that perfectly suits anyone ready to seriously change their life. Part 1. The desire for financial freedom and common misconceptions. We are living in an era where financial freedom is no longer a distant dream, but a choice, if you are clear-headed enough to see the right path. Society teaches you to study well, get a stable job, and climb the career ladder. But the truth is, the wealthiest people don't trade time. They own assets, and you can do the same. Not by being reckless, but by being smart. By seizing new opportunities in a digital age that's exploding every day. The problem lies in outdated thinking. We've been programmed to believe that starting a business is risky, requires a lot of capital, and demands super tech skills. That's a lie repeated so often it became a common truth. But today, someone with a laptop, Wi-Fi, and the right mindset can generate 10 times the income of a full-time worker. The only thing holding you back is those old beliefs. Beliefs that make you fear starting, delay action, and live a life you don't truly want. Look around. AI, automation, no-code tools, all are opening wide doors for ordinary people to start extraordinary journeys. Never before in history has it been so accessible to create a business. That doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it proves one thing. You are no longer limited by skills, money, or where you start. As long as you choose the right model, the right approach, and start taking action, you can build the financial future you deserve. Part 2. Choose the right boat mindset, model over effort. Imagine you're in the middle of the ocean. One person uses a broken kayak, while the other has a high-powered yacht. No matter how strong your paddling is, if you're in the wrong boat, you'll still be slower, maybe never reaching the destination. Starting a business is the same. Hard work won't save a wrong model. Many people work more than 12 hours a day, but still struggle because they're in the wrong boat. Meanwhile, those who choose the right model grow 10x with half the effort. The key here is strategy. Statistics show that 90% of startups fail. Not because they lack passion or don't work hard, but because they choose the wrong model from the start. A business model is like the operating system for your financial dream. If you install the wrong OS, every application fails. Choosing the wrong model means you're prolonging pain, wasting money, and burning out your motivation. The question isn't, are you working hard, but what system are you putting your effort into? To choose the right model, you need 3 vital criteria. Low or no startup capital, high profit, minimal overhead, easy to implement, scalable. This is the filter that eliminates over 90% of the sounds good models that are actually money pits. You don't need a grand startup. You need a model that matches your reality. Low budget, still learning skills, but with big ambition. A clear, feasible path, simple enough to start and powerful enough for long-term growth. Part 3. Analysis of 4 common business models for beginners. 1. Dropshipping model. Overview and how it works. Dropshipping is an online selling model that doesn't require inventory. When a customer places an order, you forward it to the supplier. They ship directly to the customer. The seller does not need to stock products in advance. You only need a website, an e-commerce platform, Shopify, WooCommerce, and an order processing tool. This model is very popular among beginners due to its low cost, quick setup, and no need for advanced technical skills. You can start with a few $100s and operate everything from a laptop. However, this model also has downsides that need to be considered before starting. Pros, cons, and practical warnings. The biggest advantage of dropshipping is its low barrier to entry. You don't need inventory capital or to hire staff. However, profit margins are very thin, only about 15%, 20%. Competition is extremely fierce, with many sellers offering the same products, which leads to price wars. Additionally, you can't control product quality or delivery time. This often leads to complaints, refunds, and poor reviews. Building a unique brand is also difficult because customers don't remember you. They only care about low prices. This model is suitable if you know how to play the short-term game. 2. Amazon FBA model. Model overview and attractive points. Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, is a model where you send your products to Amazon's warehouse, and they handle storage, packaging, shipping, and customer service. You only need to find a good product, order stock, set prices, and optimize advertising. Thanks to Amazon's robust system, you can access millions of global customers. This model is favored by many due to its reliability, high automation, and scalability. However, behind this stability are numerous costs and operational risks that must be planned in advance. Risks, costs, and recommendations. Unlike drop shipping, Amazon FBA requires a large upfront investment from $2,500 to $5,000 or more. In addition to product costs, you pay for warehousing, domestic and international shipping, PPC ads, and returns. If the product doesn't sell quickly, you're likely to face overstock or losses. Moreover, best-selling products are easily copied and priced under by competitors. This model is suitable for those with business experience, market analysis skills, and stable cash flow to rotate capital flexibly. 3. SaaS model, software as a service. Model overview and profit potential. SaaS, software as a service, is a model where software is offered as a service over the internet. Instead of one-time sales, you charge monthly or yearly fees. A standout advantage is low maintenance cost and extremely high profit margins once the software is built. With just one quality product, you can sell to thousands without increasing staffing proportionally. This is a sustainable model, easy to scale, and provides stable passive income. However, behind the appealing surface lie many technical and capital challenges, technical barriers, and why beginners should be cautious. Developing software requires programming skills or enough capital to hire a tech team, which is often expensive. The building process may take months to a year before generating any revenue. Additionally, without a clearly defined market need from the start, you might end up building software no one uses. For beginners, SaaS should only be considered if you have a solid tech foundation, long-term capital, and a clear go-to-market strategy. Otherwise, it will quickly drain your time and money. 4. Agency model, service provider for businesses. Characteristics, why it's considered the best entry-level business. An agency is a model where you use your personal skills to offer services to businesses: marketing, design, content writing, ads, web development, etc. You don't need a product, warehouse, just the ability to solve problems for others. This model suits beginners extremely well. Almost zero capital, low operating cost, high profit, and flexibility. If you have a valuable skill, or can learn quickly through a short course, you can start right away. Many solo agencies have reached $5,000 to $10,000 month income within a few months. Scaling challenges and how to avoid burnout. Although easy to start, agencies often fall into a do more, get exhausted loop when scaling without a clear system. Managing multiple clients, tight deadlines, and inconsistent expectations drains energy. Many skilled technicians lack management ability and end up burned out. The solution? Choose a lean model, e.g., focus on one industry, one specific service, build automation systems, and productize services into fixed packages. That way, you can earn more while working less. Diversification and smart niche selection. Agencies are not only flexible in services, but can also be tailored by industry. You can focus on a specific group like dentists, lawyers, real estate agents, aesthetic centers, etc. Each industry has its own needs in marketing, websites, CRM systems, email, or advertising. Choosing a niche helps you specialize, build trust quickly, and expand more easily through focus. A niche-focused agency often faces less competition and can charge higher fees than generalist ones. Part 4. Business Model Evaluation Matrix for Beginners. When facing multiple business models, you need a tool to make wise decisions instead of getting swept away by emotion. The 3 criteria matrix is a compass to help beginners make strategic decisions. Startup capital. How much money do you have? Profit margin. How much do you retain after expenses? Difficulty to implement. Can you actually do it? If a model scores high on all three axes, it's an ideal candidate. If it excels in only one but is weak in two, it's a sweet trap. For example, SaaS has high profits but requires large capital and advanced skills. Amazon FBA scales easily but demands capital and faces intense competition. Dropshipping is easy to start but low in profit and market saturated. Meanwhile, the agency model, especially performance-based, excels in all three. Almost no capital, high profit, and very easy to implement if you choose the right service. Wise choices don't come from chasing trends, but from understanding your own limits and strengths. You don't need the best model on paper, you need the best model for you, at this stage with the resources you currently have. That is the critical mindset. Don't start with which makes the most money, but rather with which can I do quickly, and do well. The 3 criteria matrix is a tool to eliminate noise and focus all your energy on one feasible path. That is how smart people start strong and move faster than the crowd. Part 5. Acquisition Agency, a lean but powerful choice. Acquisition agency is an agency model that focuses on what business clients need most: measurable results. No longer creative services, beautiful design, or emotional branding. This model focuses on leads, customers, appointments, sales, numbers that can be verified. When you help a business earn more money, they won't hesitate to pay you high fees. This is the difference between an agency being a hired hand and a true acquisition agency. You become a growth partner, not a service provider. The reason acquisition agency suits beginners is because you don't need a website, don't need to run ads, don't need to create social media content. All you need is a value-creating service, a simple process, and basic communication skills. You can use no-code tools, AI, free CRM systems to implement the entire process. No team needed, no office needed, just a laptop, Wi-Fi, and determination. A flexible, pragmatic model that is incredibly effective if you want quick results and fast scaling afterward. The valuable point of this model is that profit margins are nearly absolute. You earn hundreds to thousands of dollars from a single client while your cost is nearly zero. Only time, skill, and free or low-cost software. No need to spend on products, shipping, staff, or advertising. This allows you to grow quickly, accumulate capital, and reinvest for expansion. This is why acquisition agency becomes an extremely effective cash machine, especially for those starting from zero. A smart strategy in the acquisition agency model is to choose a specific market niche. Instead of serving everyone, you choose one group: dentists, real estate agents, beauty clinics, training centers. When you understand the industry, you understand the problems and can easily offer specific solutions. Clients trust you more because you speak directly to their pain points. You can also productize your service and replicate the process to serve many at once. A small niche, but high profit and far less competition. One of the biggest strengths of the acquisition agency is its ability for automation and minimalism. Once your system and tools are set up, you can assign tasks to AI, software, or low-cost freelancers for the technical parts. This helps you escape the trap of working in your own agency. Instead of being busy every hour, you spend time on strategy, acquiring new clients, and improving services. The MV agency model, minimum viable agency, allows you to run lean operations with low cost but still generate high income. Real-world case studies show that many complete beginners landed their first client in the first 7 days if they executed correctly, chose the right niche, used the right outreach, offered a compelling message. No ads, no SEO, no viral videos, just sincerity, understanding clients, and offering specific solutions. Some reach $10,000 a month within 30 to 45 days. These numbers are not empty promises, but proof of a practical, effective model that isn't too hard to implement if you are serious. Success with an acquisition agency doesn't come from luck, but from the right mindset and discipline in action. You don't need to be a marketing expert, don't need to learn coding, don't need a big team. You need to solve a specific problem, deliver clear results, and repeat that for many clients. When you have a good service, focus on effectiveness, and keep improving, you'll become irreplaceable in the eyes of your clients. And that's when you control your financial future. Part 6. 30-Day Roadmap for Beginners. Week 1. Identify your niche and market pain points. You don't need to find the perfect market. Just choose a group of people with a clear problem and willingness to pay to solve it. Focus on cash flow industries: dental, consulting, real estate, education, aesthetics. Study their pains deeply. Lack of clients, ads not converting, website doesn't generate leads. Once you grasp their pain points, you're already 50% of the way. Don't get distracted. Choose correctly and go deep. One specific solution to one clear problem is always easier to sell than vague promises. Week 2-4. Build your service, reach out, close your first deal. Create a simple service package with a clear result. I help you get 15 new client appointments in 30 days. Use email, messages, phone calls to reach out. No ads needed. Be confident, proactive, and strategic. Close your first deal at a lower price if needed to get results as social proof. Week 3-4. Optimize your process, systemize your tools, automate. Goal: get a real client, generate real cash flow, and have a repeatable process. Part 7. Take the right action from the start. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to know what's right to begin. In a world full of options, successful people are not those who do the most, but those who choose right the earliest. Acquisition agency is the model for smart beginners. No capital needed, no advanced skills required, but generates real profit. Start lean, stay focused, and act strategically. You deserve financial freedom, and it starts with the right decision today. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.